Hey everyone, this is my Blazing Chrome 1cc, and I'll just do a little bit of commentary and talk a little bit about strategies as we watch the clear. So starting with the highest difficulty stage select, I do that so that, get the hardest one out of the way first. Always a good idea when you're trying to do a serious run. And just basically jump and bomb this little mid-boss of sorts. Goes down really, really quick. Doing some roll cancels there. That's something that's really important, I find, in this game. Particularly if you're doing the hard mode, which isn't a whole lot harder than normal mode. Basically just have less lives to work with. Roll canceling, it's something I don't see a lot of people making use of with this game. But it's extremely useful, and you'll see me use it in a lot of cases. Basically, rolling gives you invincibility, but the problem with rolling is that when you come out of the roll, you don't really have control over that, and you could easily just roll right into a bullet or an enemy or something like that. So the best way to handle that is with roll canceling. We'll talk a little bit about it in a second. Just watch this little boss battle. This is another reason why I choose this level first, because this guy, you could die a couple times on him and then just may as well just reset the run. There, I died once. Probably wanted to reset, but I thought, whatever, just keep going. This is basically how you handle him for the most part. But he can easily clip you with those bullets. And it goes down pretty quick and easy with the laser, to start off with at least. So yeah, with roll canceling, basically with roll canceling, it's like how it sounds. You do the roll, and then you cancel it at any point in the roll before it ends. And you can do it actually really quickly and cancel it almost immediately. And the way that you pull that off is by, well, basically the way I do it is I hold down in the direction that I want to roll in, hit the button to roll, and then when you want to cancel it, and you're still holding that down direction, let's say down right, and you're rolling right, I then move to the opposite down direction. So from holding down right, I then hit roll, and then quickly move to down left, which cancels it, and then depending on where I want to face, I either go right back to down right, or I stay with down left, and then, whatever, stand up and do whatever I'm supposed to do next. So it sounds really simple, and it is, but once you master it, you can get out a lot of hairy situations like that. Probably should have done some roll canceling, but I was just kind of lazy, I think. Want to get this guy taken care of as quick as possible. And there you go, I got another shield, so doesn't really matter. I guess I wanted to get the laser. Okay, not sure if that was the best choice. Well, I guess because I don't keep the shield when I move to the next part of this stage, and I think this was probably enough shield for me to take down this stage boss that's coming next. And this stage boss can give you a lot of troubles. I use some grenades and laser. That doesn't really work, the laser there. Go back to grenades. Just keep jumping up. Yeah, the awkward thing about this is jumping up and then going from jumping up to pressing down or down diagonal to aim down at the boss. But it goes down with not too much of a fight. I really like this Space Harrier kind of portion of the stage. It's actually quite interesting how this game changes its control mechanism as these different stages play out. Like, I didn't realize at first that you can actually hold the aiming reticule and move around. That's actually very useful. And for the, I think it's the jump button, lets you do this sort of like burst there, like you see there. move a lot quicker. So if you use all those different controls available to you in tandem, there I am upgrading my shot, the stage becomes a lot easier. It becomes especially a lot easier when you get the, I think, second upgrade, which gives you homing missiles. Those are very powerful. You can kind of stay out of the way for the most part and just let the missiles take care of everything. Yeah, I considered doing this clear on hard mode. It's not a whole lot harder. I think it's mainly less resources, less lives. You get a lot of lives in this game. It caps out at 9, but you get them quite frequently. So if you ever get low on lives, you can actually climb right back up to 9 at almost any point. So not too difficult of a clear at all. It's more like, it's kind of like Metal Slug, just kind of goes on and on and on. And I don't know, once I got the clear, I kind of wanted to put the game down. I was considering doing the hardcore or hard mode, because it's not too much difference, but I just didn't have the stomach to keep going. Maybe some other time. I really like the game, so I'll probably find myself playing it again. There I go down. Yeah, it's very easy to get hit. Pacing on this stage maybe is needs a little help. Some pacing issues. Those little transition moments. That's not a big deal. This boss, yeah, you just basically hold the reticule there and you move around. See what that hold function makes it a lot easier to just... I don't know how I didn't get hit there, that was stupid of me. Yeah, you just put it over there and kind of move around. It's actually very difficult to get hit if you keep moving. Actually, there is one way that's very easy to get hit, and that's when you let go of the holding the reticule, because you kind of slingshot back, and that can usually just sort of slingshot you right into a bullet. So try to avoid that. Going to the next stage of difficulty. Yeah, laser's very useful on this stage, especially. So is the grenade launcher and the machine gun, I'd say, in that order, especially for this stage. The whip kind of shot, that one's not even that useful for most cases. Oh, took a hit there, that was avoidable. Yeah, the whip weapon is not that useful. I mean, it's useful, but most weapons beat it in almost every circumstance, so if you have it, you know, it may not even be worth using in respect to the machine gun. Machine gun could be even better in most cases, so I don't use it that much in this game. Mostly grenade launcher and laser, my favorites. Here we go with that mid-boss again. This one's a little bit easier. It goes down very quickly. Sometimes I forget to take out the guys on the ground level on that little sequence before. That can get you in a bind. Here's a sort of mini boss. Just basically jump right when right before that laser indicator comes out, or right after. You gotta make sure to shoot those grenades that it launches pretty directly, or else you can just bounce it right into you. Or use the whip. I guess it's useful there. Another thing I do a lot of in this that I don't see too many other people do is use the up close sword weapon. It's a little risky because you have to wait till and you time it to when the enemies are like sort of right in front of your face, but it's very powerful. In some cases you can kill a lot of enemies quicker. See there, it did a little dodge cancel, get out of the way of those bullets and cancel the dodge. See, those are cancelled as well. It's just very useful even just to move around for mobility's sake, not to get stuck anywhere. Keep moving. It's useful, the laser goes through some objects there. Got a one up. Just keep moving. Get to, oh, that was... yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. That was just a mistake. Get the defense shield. That's definitely the most useful power-up. Almost in all cases, I'd go for it. So yeah, I use the dodge cancel, especially on this boss. A lot of people seem to have a hard time. I just don't jump. If you jump, you hang onto those railings, and that just makes you a sitting duck. So I do the dodge canceling here. It's a good place to practice it too. Especially after this section here. There, I dodge canceled right towards him. That was actually a little risky. Dodge cancel away. So I do a lot of dodge cancel. That was just dumb. See, I dodged right into him. Didn't cancel it. Canceled there. Cancel. Yeah, this boss becomes really easy when you do that because you can just keep hacking away at him. The risk there is getting so close that you actually hit him like I did. But otherwise, if you use your sword, you can just take him down pretty quickly. Yeah, especially here, I think I use the sword a lot. Because all those things jumping at you, if you wait till your grenade explodes, and there's a little bit of a delay between when it explodes and when you can hit the next enemy, you can just get overwhelmed with swarms of enemies. I think that was a mistake. I don't think I meant to take that weapon. It's always better to take the shield, as I said. So I got another one up. Those happen very frequently on normal mode. Yeah, I guess with the grenade, it does so much area effect damage that you don't actually have to use the sword. If you have the grenade, might as well use it. Didn't need that power up anyways. Already have it. Dodge cancel right through him. Dodge away. And this boss, if you have the laser, which I think you get just before that, I let that power up go because I already had it, but that's very important. It's for this boss. Makes it a lot easier, a lot quicker, more efficient. Start off with the grenade, not sure why. Well, I guess, yeah, I can't really aim the laser very well because I have to jump. So there you go, I charge up the laser, use the non-charge up laser, which is also very powerful. And he's almost taken down just right then and there. There he goes. Another one up. And this one actually could be as difficult, if not more difficult, than that last one, even though it was given a lower difficulty rating. Again, the grenade is my weapon of choice here. For the most part, it is for taking out level enemies. Oh yeah, and the grenade, there's sort of a hidden function that a lot of people don't, or maybe not too hidden, but I don't think a lot of people use this either, which is you can explode the grenades. I'm kind of doing it there by tapping the shot button while it's in the air. It sort of explodes it, and sometimes if you time it right, you can actually get a lot quicker kill or do a better area effect damage. So there's different sections that actually could use that a lot. Like right, no, I guess I took care of him right directly there. Cancel out of that. Yeah, but I do that a lot. Explode the grenade before it actually makes contact. Not all the time. Oh yeah, this is another one where you just gotta kind of keep moving, or else these platforms just mess you up. Saving that defense shield there, I guess, for later in case I need it. Oh, and I just screwed it up. Yeah, those flying, whatever those are, insects, those are often best to just use your sword against, because they kind of cluster towards you and you can take out multiples at the same time with your sword. I don't want that power up, it'll remove my defense shield. I do a lot of jumping with the grenades just to explode them as quickly as possible. Try to take this guy down as quickly as possible. Another one up. 9 lives. Yeah, but it caps off there, so can't keep adding to it. Yeah, if you don't have grenade, I think the best approach is just to use your sword on these guys. Because otherwise, especially if you only kill them, sometimes there's 2 of them like right next to each other. If you kill one with, say, you know, a shot or a grenade, then the other one is still alive and just lunges right into you. Just keep jumping and shooting at a diagonal. Don't try to get fancy. This part, with this little thing. Ah, yeah, he jumped right on top of me. Yeah, it's easy to lose this. You try to hold on to it because there's a 1-up at the end. But basically just try to survive through this. It's often very easy to just lose that mech thing. Like I do here. And then things get kind of sketchy. Yeah, there was a 1-up there on the bottom left. But I guess I didn't need it anyways. I have 9. Yeah, definitely laser's best on this boss, I think. For the longest time I thought that I was actually shooting and doing damage on these 4 sort of quadrants. But it's only... The only thing you're supposed to do is just kill those worms that come out. Sandworms or whatever these are. You don't have to shoot anything. Charge up the laser. And this level is now quite a bit easier. Definitely can coast through it. Yeah, usually the game, when it gives you a power-up weapon, usually it's a hint as to which one is best suited for the area just ahead. Yeah, like right here, if you explode it, the grenade, definitely get a lot more of an opportunity to get those guys up there. Right there, explode it. No, not quite. There we go. Don't want that. I think that just gives you a double jump. Oh yeah, it's to get this extra life here, which I don't even need. But the way you handle that is let this guy carry you. Am I doing it? I don't even need that. Why did I do that? Well, anyways, that's the strategy for doing that without having to drop your defense shield. Not sure why I was too scared to jump over it. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was thinking about taking. I don't know. Yeah, so this little mech. I think the main hidden function of this guy is, I think when you hold down the shot button, you freeze your shot angle, something like that, and you can use the strafe to. I don't know, I haven't played it. This was from a while back, from maybe a month and a half ago. I've just been sitting around, so I kind of forget, but you'll see it on the end boss, I think. Just makes it a little easier. There, yeah, see, I'm holding it down, strafing, and holding that angle. Yeah, it's very easy with the mech. I'm holding that angle, strafing, adjusting a little bit. Goes down very fast. And basically the same strategy with this guy. Just takes a little longer. Well, it's the same guy, I guess. Just now with a body. Hold that angle. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Definitely really good boss design. But unlike Metal Slug, it doesn't take forever to take them down. They go down actually quite easy. That's the thing I remember most about Metal Slug. At least Metal Slug 3. These bosses could just take forever. And you can die so easily. It's the most obvious comparison, this game with Metal Slug. Definitely belongs in that category, in that upper echelon. Metal Slug, Contra. I would place this game above. I'm not that big into Contra, the Contra series, but I played it a lot, particularly growing up. But always like Metal Slug. Contra, kind of middle of the pack. If Metal Slug is like a 9 or 10 score-wise, then I'd probably score Contra like 7 or an 8. This is a solid 9, I'd say. Oh yeah, so yeah, on this stage with the laser, try to hold onto your laser because it makes this a lot easier. All-important defense shield. Maybe I'm playing a little risky with holding the laser shot. Probably didn't need to do that. Because you lose some of your firing flexibility. You have to wait till the laser is finished shooting. Yeah, these jumps can be difficult to remember sometimes. I think what I did was, when I got to this stage, I would just sort of die, you know, and then replay the stage, and that'd be sort of like my own little version of a save state to sort of get these patterns down for jumping. That's the main hazard on the stage. Yeah, one really good compliment I would give to this developer is, despite being about as long of a playthrough as Metal Slug 3, it just doesn't have that slog sort of feel that Metal Slug 3 has. And actually I just picked up Metal Slug 3 again. It's been a long time since I played that, maybe about a couple years. And I was pretty much ready to string together a 1 credit clear run of Metal Slug 3. But, you know, when I got to the point that I was able to do that, I was just done. I just couldn't stomach the idea of having any more failed runs. Especially with some of the cheap ways of dying. And you only have 3 lives, no extends. Yeah. That sucks, because otherwise I think it's a brilliant game, Metal Slug 3. But yeah, this game is about the same playthrough length, but it never seems to get too boring. And, you know, definitely on the hard difficulty, it's pretty comparable to a Metal Slug game. Maybe not Metal Slug 3, of course, but... yeah, looking back on it, maybe I would have started with hard mode. Because I kind of got my playthrough as much as I could handle for the time being, trying to clear the normal mode. Some people take that double jump power up so that you can jump over this guy's shots. But in my estimation, a defense is, well, it's worth a life, basically, so... And on the next stage, it is easy to... There's a bit of a wall where you can hit and lose a lot of lives, so you kind of do want to hold on to your lives as much as possible. Especially if the clear isn't... If you're not too sure you're going to get the clear. Yeah, that could have easily gone badly. If you die and you lose your shield, you can easily take a few chain deaths there. Still got the shield. Lost it. See, there, exploded the grenade. That was useful there. Yeah, overall, this stage, the front part of it, this part, is not too bad, not too difficult, but there's a part near the mid to end which just can result in a lot of chain deaths. So that can be irritating because it's such a long run. You know, even with 9 lives, you know, it can be kind of dodgy given the last part of the final bosses. You can also lose quite a few lives there too, if you're not comfortable with it. I never got too good with this little mech. You see how I'm overheating? Try to avoid that. Just overdoing it. It's got a rocket launcher. A lot of people don't use that. That's useful. Also has a sort of double jump, I think, or if you hold down the jump, that's also pretty useful. I don't know, I'm just kind of lazy and I just plow through things with it. Never got too delicate about it. Another thing people often miss here is there's a 1-up on the bottom area. I didn't even need it, but it's a good thing I went and got it because it can show you that there. A lot of people miss that. Or they go too far to the right and then they can't go back to the left. Very easy to lose your mech here against this guy. Even if you try to, see I try to kind of double jump through him kind of, or above him. You're going to want to try to hold onto the mech because it's very useful for the next part. But I think I lose it here. Yep. I guess it's not like Metal Slug where you can jump out of your mech and jump back in. It's actually a very, very useful mechanic in that game because you can actually get invincibility frames and do lots of cool stuff. But yeah, the mechs aren't nearly as durable in that respect in this game. And this part, yeah, I never got too comfortable here. Never got a pattern going, so I just kind of just hope for the best. Got my shield. Yeah, I'm screwing up already. Didn't dodge cancel out of that properly. Didn't even dodge cancel at all that one. Alright, now this is where it gets to be sort of a chain death wall of sorts if you're not careful. And already I'm sort of forgetting what it is I should be doing and took a death. No surprise. Take 2 deaths, just like that. Oh boy, probably nervous in anticipation of this part. This is the chain death little wall here. And I'm pretty sure, oh, good thing I got 1 up there, I needed it. Probably. But yeah, I think I do a pretty bad job of this. Try to take care of this guy, go back and forth. Oh. Yep. Use your invincibility to go a little further. Same situation here. Go forward and then come back to lure those enemies, but not get stuck in one. So this is what you're supposed to do here is, yeah, keep dropping to a lower level and be careful. But I'm getting way too, yeah, and I do something stupid there. I'm not sure what I was trying to do there. Now it's just like, I guess I'm just thinking, get it over with, get to the other side. Wow, what did I take? 5 deaths there? 4? 4, I think? Jeez. On this level so far, I think I've taken... Is it 4? I don't know, I lost count. That's really bad. I think I got better at this stage later on. I mean, I definitely did. Because that was unacceptable to me. It's another part that kind of psychs me out, even though it shouldn't. But I think it's because there is no static interval between that thing coming down to crush you and the lasers. You know, they're not really at the same sort of interval rates, so you can get in this weird situation where you get stuck. Make sure you roll through that. Grenades on these things. Just run. Don't even engage them. So with grenades, this is actually very easy, but yeah. Got hit by that guy, lost the grenades, and then this becomes actually bit more of a challenge. I have to take care of these little things individually while you're getting run down, rushed down by these jumping robot things. I don't know what they are. Very Contra-like. The thing I liked about this game is that they obviously held reference to the games that you know what they're referencing, Contra, Metal Gear, or Metal Slug, and maybe a couple others, but they don't just do it in a cheap way. You know, they definitely make their own they made their own aesthetic and feel. I appreciate that. A lot of times when people develop games, they just one-for-one clone things that they've seen before. These are more like references in my mind. Yeah, this boss is actually very easy. It has a simple pattern. Make sure to jump up. Take care of these guys. Go back down. Does an arc. If you have the laser, it definitely makes that a lot more effective. Definitely took a lot more deaths than I was hoping. So now we get to the sort of boss rush of sorts at the end of the game. Mini bosses, really. It's another boss I never got too comfortable with what to do pattern-wise. Kind of, I don't know. Stay in the corner. Try to jump over those weird little shots that he does. In this stage, I think he kind of comes up right next to you, but you don't have to bite. You can kind of... I'm running too much, I think. Yeah, should dodge that better. Yeah, I don't think you have to run around quite as much as I've been running around here. Way too risky, I think. This boss often, I think, gives people troubles. But he's very pattern oriented, so does this every time. What does he do? Oh yeah, now he goes to... I should have ducked that. That was stupid of me. I just forgot the pattern, I think. Or maybe there was some randomization there. When he does fly over you, you can definitely get in a pretty good hit on him with your sword. And you have no danger of actually getting hit if you're ducking. And this part, yeah, once you get him here, you don't really have to worry too much, although yeah, I'm just doing stupid things. But yeah, basically when I think he does 2 of those slashes and then he jumps towards you, and yeah, it's a pretty easy pattern. That's the one to remember, that little laser part. That was getting me for a while. Always forgot it. And this part, for some reason, when it sprays out those bullets, always kind of surprises me. I don't know why. That used to clip me a lot. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Dash out of that. And this little VR little part, like Tron. Yeah, on hard mode, this is definitely a little more of a challenge. On normal mode, it's actually pretty slow. It's easy to just get impatient. Really cool aesthetic. That's so slow. You are in danger of psyching yourself out on these spikes. And with these little mini bosses, I think what people tend to do too much is they just start shooting. Just run right up to them and just start hacking away. There I got greedy though and got hit. Otherwise you can just do what I did there. And you can actually kind of juggle them, keeping them in the air a little bit. But yeah, it's probably best to know when you are in danger of getting greedy. See what I mean there? I don't know what I was doing. For some reason those shots just mix me up every time. Yeah, another sub-strategy in this game that's quite useful and I haven't mentioned yet is try to, if you think you're going to die or you're in danger of dying, have your weapon on the machine gun here, because you can't lose that, but you'll lose there. See, I would have, if I had the laser weapon, I would have lost it. So yeah, when you don't need a more useful weapon, and you think you're just in danger of taking a death, then yeah, just use a machine gun. Now it's pretty safe. I'm at the very end. Charge up, hack him, juggle him a bit. He's dead. Didn't take much at all. That's Blazing Chrome. Definitely worth picking up this game if you're at all into run and guns, shoot 'em ups, anything like that. So yeah, that's my playthrough, and thanks for watching.